morning, campers. As y'all see, I was a little destructive when I was in here last night. I probably should have filmed all the destruction, but I didn't. I was pretty cold, so I was in a hurry to get back in the house. But we had to take a cross member out. So I had to grind, drill, and hammer all the rivets out. But I guess I should get into why the frame is here. We have to send this off to powder coater. I got a text message. Powder coater is going to be ready on Tuesday. And I know in today's time, this is going to be amazing. They said they're going to get it back in a week. Everybody else you get a hold of says, you know, months and months and weeks and all that stuff to get powder coat back for a whole frame. Sandblast everything, powder coat the whole frame. So they said they're going to get it back in a week. We're all going to find out together. But the customer wants to use, and I believe it's CPP. I don't remember the part number. I'll throw it in there. We're buying a whole suspension kit. Tubular A-arms for the front, the tubular trailing arms for the back, springs, shocks, cross member, doing the whole 9 yards. We're LS swapping the truck. So this is going to be episode 1 of Long Bed Mafia, because as you can tell, this is a long bed frame. But yeah, so now this goes to the scrap metal pile. But yeah, how we got them out was I take a flat wheel, grind the head of the rivet down flush, and then if it's only 2 layers of steel, you can take a hammer and a punch and drive it through, knock the rivet all the way out. But on the bottom here, there was 3 layers of steel. So I took a 3/8 drill bit and would drill through 2 of the layers and then take the punch and knock the rivet out. And now, oh yeah, we removed the gas tanks going under the bed. So we removed the spare tire, little bracket, cut it off. And now we have to flip it back over so we can put it in the back of the pickup truck. I'll fast forward through this part for you so you don't have to hear the ratchet the whole time. Okay, as you can see, I have a little welding apparatus in here. The frame was tweaked just a little bit, and yes, before I cut the cross member out, before somebody comments and asks that, it was a little, she'd had a rough life. There was little impact marks up on that front frame rail, and the bumper had hit in the fender, put a hole in the fender. So we're pretty sure something just got on that side. So basically I pulled the frame back, braced it up with this, so it can go to the powder coater in the position it needs to be. And when it comes back, we'll put the 2 cross members back in it, and hopefully it stays where we need it when it has 2 more cross members back in it. So we'll see. I kind of over pulled it and then let it spring back a little bit to get it close. So we'll see how well that worked out. It's holding its measurement right now. So That's what we need. But yeah, on Tuesday, she'll be loaded up in the truck. So everything I thought was going on up to this point got changed. Customer texted and changed his mind and my mind. So now let's catch up with what's going on now. Hey everybody. Today we're going to work on 71 C10 frame. Y'all saw in the other clip I started on taking it apart, dismantling. Well, the customer stopped by and changed my mind. It was going to powder coat this week, but he came by and he asked me to purchase. I'll zoom in here and show you the part number. This is a C-notch kit from Speedway Motors. And since we're going with the lowered suspension from CPP, he thought a C-notch kit would be a good idea. And gotta say, yeah.
We do too.
Yeah, probably is a good idea. But basically what you get in the kit is these two brackets, which, yeah, they're hefty. You get a bag of bolts with the bump stops in there. And basically you have to drill out, you have to cut off these rivets, drill them out, cut them, grind them, whatever, knock the whole bracket off, and then this is going to slide in there, and this little edge here, we're going to have to grind it off flush so that this face sits flush against that, and then there's rivets on the bottom. I'll flip the frame over when we cut those rivets and show everybody those. But basically that C-notch sits in there just like that, right there, and then you have the other one on the other side, and it allows the axle to travel up and not hit, because the original bump stop was right there. So you're gonna gain, I think the kit says you gain 4 inches. Let's see, does it say? Does it say? No, but I think the sales literature said you gain 4 inches. I'll look. If I'm wrong, I'll insert I'm wrong. I'm used to it. I've been wrong. You see the Hot Mess Express up on the lift again. I was really wrong. And I said many cuss words, and I threw a 3-year-old tantrum, acted like a kid that you took his toy away over that thing yesterday. So yeah, I can admit I'm wrong.
But we're crossing our fingers.
We're crossing our fingers and toes and saying a whole lot of prayers that I fixed it for the 87th time. But anyway, we're on to the frame. We're on to more happier things. The frame here, it's going to go to powder coat after I get these in, and hopefully the snow melts off our driveway.
Oh my gosh.
I'll insert a little clip of the customer getting stuck in the driveway, and I had to tow him with a dozer, so.
How come there's snowballs? How come?
No, you can't do that. It's gonna make your feet wet.
It wasn't planned comedy, but it was pretty good.
Yes. It was just one of them things. Our driveway, it goes in the other direction in a hurry when we have bad weather.
So I'm gonna flip the chassis over here, and we're gonna get cutting some rivets out, and we'll show y'all that next. So y'all hang on. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for today.